Good evening, staff, students, and welcome to another year of the Leicester Academy of Magic. As it has been the tradition for the last 100 years, 200 years, we will be tying our new students into their houses. The house you are tied to will be like a family to you while you are a student here. I have asked the instructors of each one of the houses to say a few words about their respective houses. Professor Soha, if you begin, please.
Welcome, everyone. The Buckledores pass on a great tradition of honor, bravery, leadership, and perseverance. And don't forget, the greatest Swickle teams assembled over the past 100 years.
Wisdom and intelligence are at the heart of our house, just like our founder, Joyce Nelson Tooth.
Hello, friends. I want you all to know that no matter what household you get put into today, that we're all friends. Piffle plays are named after our founder, Judith Piffleplay, who is known for her extreme kindness. Piffle plays value honesty, hard work, and equality. And we believe that everyone has a place here at Leicester Academy of Magic.
Greetings, my lovelies. It's such a pleasure to have you here with us this evening. If you are ambitious, cunning, sharp of mind, and most importantly, sophisticated, you will fit in well in the House of Hisselcris.
Thank you, professors. Very good. Now, Professor DePace would like to make an announcement about this year's new competition.
As you know, I am a robotics instructor. This year, we will be holding the first annual BeastBot competition. This will involve each group creating a 3D large model and bring it to life to compete to death in the Ultimate Showdown tournament. You may use all of your classes to gain knowledge towards this competition. The team that has the last BeastBot standing will win fame, glory, and of course, each group member will get the Kickstart 800.
Thank you, Professor DePace. This is going to be an exciting start to the new year. And now for the tying in ceremony for the new students. Ferdy, if you please.
Wendy! Sass! Hisselcris! Sawyer! Zegwater! Nelson Tooth! Penelope! Dippet! Piffleplay! Devin! Moon! Buckledore! Piffleplay! Buckledore! Hisselcris!
Thank you, Ferdy. Now that you have been tied into your houses, your common room advisors will take you to your house common rooms and into your dormitories. Thank you.
Look at all these young whippersnappers here. First years, all doe-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah, look at this fella over there. What you got going on in those earmuffs? It ain't winter time.
Look at that outfit. The kids got those little finger fidgety things. The poke an eye out. What do you think, huh?
Okay, gentlemen, settle down now. These are the three wise guys. Their painting is the entrance to our common room. The password is...
Ooh, password. You'll never guess. It's a secret.
These are the newbies. They're with us. The password's Wuddlehump.
Wuddlehump? What happens if we forget it?
Then you're up the paddle without a creek.
What? This don't eat, you idiot.
Do you three ever shut up? I am Angela Grove, Buckledore's house ghost. I was once a proud member of House Buckledore, and I enjoyed my time at Leicester Academy of Magic so much that I decided to come back in the afterlife. In my heyday, I was a grand actress on the finest stages of New York. But now I spend my time assisting young students. That includes telling you the password in case you forget.
Okay, we've got a tight schedule. Let's move on to the common room.
That thing was creepy.
Totally.
Rumor has it that this cuckoo clock is one of the original fixtures of this house, and also the most annoying.
Who's that?
That's the prankster. Oh, he's a legend. Years ago, he pulled off some of the greatest pranks the school has ever seen. Unfortunately, in his last pranking attempt, things went horribly wrong. This painting was hung to commemorate him and also to serve as a reminder to not get caught up in too much mischief making, or else you could meet an untimely end.
It matters. 9 stirs versus 10 stirs, one direction versus the other, completely different.
So Devin, have you thought about trying out for the Swiggle team this year? I heard one kid got injured and the other got booted off for bad grades. There's 2 open spots now.
Yeah, definitely. I've been working on my game all year. I think I have the speed, but I might need to work on my ball handling.
Can you imagine making a team as first years?
This is so frustrating. We're doing everything right. I can't stand losing to those know-it-alls. Margaret, are you sure you got the temperature right?
Yes, Wendy. You saw me keeping a steady eye the entire time.
What about you, Jason?
I followed the mixing directions to perfection.
Then what are we doing wrong?
It says to add 3 drops of elderberry syrup and a teaspoon of sage. Do you think I added too much of something?
No, I'm sure you're doing it right, Penelope. I don't think I'm maintaining the heat well enough. It's supposed to be a consistent 307 degrees. I know I dazed off a little bit.
No, it was me. It said to stir the potion 10 times in one direction and then 10 in another. I must have lost count.
Oh, group. Oh, group, this is Gucci. Oh, you can smell the blood of the newt bonding with the tears of the tarantula. You can see the colors starting to meld. Look at the viscosity within the cauldron is perfect. Attention to detail. The little things matter. You get that. Well done. Great work.
Excuse me, young sir, but there is no eating in the library, especially around this ancient text.
Oh, I'll go.
I do think you know better. Hi there. If you wouldn't mind returning the books to the book cart rather than on the shelf, I can make sure they go back to the right spot.
I am putting them in the right spot.
Well, no, young lady, I'm sorry, but the books on the senior Justin Dweeber do not belong next to the historical documents of witchery. May I suggest you use your wand to retrieve your books on the top shelf? That way we can avoid any accidents.
Oh, like this?
Excuse me! You stay right there while I summon Professor Smith.
No, I don't think I will.
Hi. Hello?
Yo, Madam Ray.
Hey, Rebel O.
Whoa, watch it, I'm floating here.
I can't believe Professor Aylesbrook gave us 5 pages in imaginary numbers class today.
I know. Takes 3 of you to complete an assignment, huh? Typical.
Hey, which way are you going, nerd?
Hey, she didn't do anything. It was an accident.
Hey, who is that first year sticking his nose in my business?
That's Devin. He's in a few of my classes. He's actually alright.
Yeah, whatever. You shouldn't be talking to those guys, bunch of do-gooders. They got old Smiles down there suspended from the Spickle team for a week for fighting.
And so you see, if the metaculous line crosses the line of misfortune here, there tends to be a sense of shadows.
What is a sense of shadows?
Oh, it means that the hands have clutched evil at one point in time?
So what? What's the big deal? My dad has a sense of shadows, and I know for a fact that it could mean a bunch of things.
What's the big deal? Why, it's that 39.7% of all Histlecrest members have a sense of shadow, and all the other houses barely have a trace.
What exactly are you implying?
Take it easy, you guys.
I'm not implying anything, just saying it's a simple fact. A large majority of Hazelcrest deal with dark sorcery on a pretty regular basis.
Well, I know that just because someone has a sense of shadows doesn't mean they use dark sorcery. What if they've simply touched a cursed object, defended themselves by using a hex or curse, or made mistakes in their younger years but have since changed their ways?
Yeah, that must be it.
This is a meaningless argument. We all know that stereotypes don't show us who a person really is. I, for one, am looking forward to making my own mind up about fellow classmates this year.
Hear, hear.
Hi. Yo. Hello, we're over here. Melvin, watch this. Wait, watch this.
Playing catch the gaze again, are we?
You know, when I chose to come back as a ghost, I didn't realize that I was going to be more than semi-transparent, completely invisible.
And don't you worry, my fellow Leicester compatriots. Things might turn our way. In fact, we've been invited to a session of the spirits tomorrow. Perilous Perch Tower, north side of the castle, midnight. It would behoove us to attend and let our thoughts be known.
Can you believe this kid? Calling out Hazelcrest openly in class? Talk about having a target on your back.
No kidding.
So all Hazelcrests are evil, huh? I'd say he's got this one coming. Watch this. Raphael.
If you don't want to be stereotyped, try not acting like an arrogant little blabblebutt.
Hey everyone. All right, I hope you guys are excited for this Ultimate Beastbot competition as I am. I want to start working. Let's get into our groups. The first group, Jack Donald, Evelyn Tibb, Siobhan Ramsky, Annabelle Snickle. You're the first group. Devin Moon, Wendy Sass, Penelope Dippet, and Sawyer Zegwater, you are the next group. Okay everybody, before we get going, I have to show you something. The smelting station. Whoa.
Well, I, for one, am excited, and I already know what we should build.
Oh yeah? What?
A majestic fluff monk.
A fluff monk? How are we going to win with a fluff monk?
I say we make a snort beast.
Well, that's a much better idea, though I still think we need something meaner if we want to win. How about a spike monster?
I think the smartest approach would be to consider what other groups are making, and then come up with a defensive strategy.
We don't have time for this. How about we randomly select one of our ideas?
We are making a fluff monk. Are you kidding me?
Who did that?
What was that all about?
I don't know. We were just playing and started going wild.
Yeah, right. I know it was you. You were mad just because you were losing.
No, I wasn't.
What is going on here?
These two were playing wand pong, and the ball all of a sudden went berserk.
That's weird. Could one of you have accidentally cast a spell?
No, it was Logan. He was mad because he was losing, so he did it.
I don't even know what's wrong. And you weren't even winning by that much.
Stop it. Someone must be messing with us.
I'd say.
I'm having my doubts about this ultimate beast bot competition of yours.
I think it's a great idea. It's going to get every class involved.
Well, you're sure this is not going to be chaotic? You know how students can be during competition. And with our wizards and witches, you'll understand that sometimes they can be almost evil during competition. And this is going to be school-wide. Ferdy, and you see anything in the window of times to come?
Birdie looks. Birdie sees people yelling and running with messy hair. Birdie sees cheering. The future is unclear. Birdie doesn't know.
No, I don't think so. I think that's a terrible idea. No. I think the children in Leicester are always on their best behavior.
You got this.
It will be great. It's going to put Leicester Academy of Magic on the map as the best wizarding school in all the Northern Land.
I've called you all here for a session of the spirits. As you are all aware, these sessions are not to be taken lightly, which is why I'm pleased you're all in attendance. According to Hamderland's Code of Rites and Rituals, printed in 1679 and posthumously again in 1809, an apparition may call forth a session when they believe the rights and well-beings of a spirit or soul from the other side has been violated. It is through keen observation of my fellow ethereal beings, along with frequent personal experience, that our presence here at Leicester Academy of Magic is not only unappreciated, but continually disrespected. From general ignoring by students and staff, to rude gestures, to name-calling, to inconsiderate behavior towards our physical states, we have remained silent long enough.
What exactly are you proposing, Mrs. Minton?
That we take action. If we want things to change, we must do something about it. We will not be ignored.
But this is a school, Mrs. Minton, filled with children. What type of action can we actually take?
My extensive study, as you're all aware, has given me access to certain magical applications and abilities that are generally considered off limits to our kind. I believe my plan is well within ethical bounds. Well, if you consider Hammurabi's eye for an eye within ethical bounds. I have tested my theory throughout the course of the week, and I believe I have a solid plan of action. It should be just enough to teach them a lesson.
Please submit your 3 pages on Introduction to Spell Writing to my desk. Why does it seem like I'm missing a quarter of my class papers? Yes, Miss James.
A dog ate her homework. It was crazy. What happened was...
That is enough. Frankly, I'm shocked. There are no excuses when it comes to homework. I am not impressed, especially coming from my own house.
I still can't believe we're making a fluff mug. Good luck winning with that.
See, we look like fools.
Stenchius flatulentia.
Ew, what is that smell?
Oh, gross, is that you? It wasn't me. That makes me wonder. Last night in the dorms, 2 kids were playing wand pong and the ball went wild. No one knows who did it.
Yeah?
And remember in DePace's class when that girl all of a sudden got soaked?
Okay.
I don't know. It might just be me, but a lot of strange things have been happening around here. And I don't know if it's just students' jinxes or something more sinister.
I didn't share this before because this event led to the embarrassment of a bunch of Nelson Jews who are unable to surrender to sign homework. few days ago, something really abnormal happened. We were sitting in the common room doing our work plan.
Great Scott! I haven't seen anything like that since I faced off against the foul-breathed sea dragon of Morbidia!
Good morning, students. Welcome to your first magical creatures lesson. Each of you have been chosen to be a part of this elite group because I've deemed that you have a special ability to communicate with magical creatures. Magical creatures are not just our friends and companions, they can also assist you when you need it. So let's start at the beginning and welcome our first magical creature. Luna? Luna, please summon our magical friends. With your animals, the possibilities are endless. Let the magic begin.
What's going on around here? I was up all night. Every time I would try to go to bed, someone would tickle me, and then I would open my eyes and no one would be there.
You know, I was eating breakfast this morning. I found hair in my food.
That's not that big of a deal.
It wasn't just one hair. It was a whole head of hair.
What's going on around here? We have to get to the bottom of this.
Well, I'm glad you found a book you like so much. Of course you can check it out again. As a famous wizard once said, books are a uniquely portable magic. I never leave anywhere without one.
Unexpected occurrences. Hexes, jinxes, pranks, and spells. Practical pranking for the everyday wizard.
This is exactly what Sawyer was talking about. The old dog ate my homework trick.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and look it. Tickle toes. Wonky wand pong. This book must be a reference for all the pranks that have been happening.
So all we need to do is figure out who took it out last.
Good evening, students. Can I help you with anything?
We were wondering if you could tell us who took this book out last.
Well, actually, no, I cannot do that for you. Every patron has a right to privacy, and me divulging that information is against the Wizarding Library Code of Ethics, which states we protect each library user's right to privacy and confidentiality with respect to information sought or received and resources consulted, borrowed, acquired, or transmitted.
Simple no would have worked.
It's strange. I don't think I've ever seen this book before. May I ask why you want to know who checked it out last?
Well, pranks taken directly from this book have been terrorizing students all over the school.
You don't say.
We're trying to figure out who's been messing with us so we can stop them.
Well, I appreciate your valiant efforts and might have even considered granting your request. Except, I don't think I've ever checked this book out to a student before.
Can I check it out?
I think I'll hold on to it for now. I wouldn't want a book of pranks leaving the library when there's an insubordinate mischief maker on the loose. It just might get into the wrong hands.
No, come on, please, can we just have it? We need it.
I believe that's what's best for now.
I believe that's what's best for now.
Good morning! What you got there? Shh! Jeez, now it's our business whole class, why don't you? Sorry, but what are you doing? You okay, Sawyer?
Yeah. I just had a run with a seemingly possessed owl in the banquet hall. I'm good now. What's up?
It's nothing, it's just... So, Wendy and I were doing some research in the library to try and figure out who's behind all the mayhem that's been popping up around here, and you won't believe what we found. It's a book of all the pranks that have been popping up around the school.
This is too weird. This is exactly how the dog attack went down.
Really?
Yeah. Look here. That even looks like me.
So what are you saying?
Hey guys, you guys are all doing such a great job. 4 complete strangers, 4 different houses coming together and working the best project ever. Keep it up.
Let's just meet in the hallway after class.
So you're saying the book is a mirrored reflection of what goes on in the school and not just a book of pranks?
Yeah, I believe so. That's me and... Look, Penelope. Tickle toes? Doesn't that look like you?
It sure does.
Were there blank pages at the end of this book before?
As a matter of fact, there were.
I wonder why.
This all happened to us. It's like it's watching us.
Maybe it's because you found it, Devin.
What answers? What is it talking about? We went to the library with the problem we were trying to solve. Maybe the book is designed to help the reader with the problem.
So maybe the book is trying to help us figure out what's been going on around the school. Maybe the portal will lead us to some answers.
Should we go in?
We have class in 5 minutes. I don't think we should.
Yeah, and what if it uses dark sorcery? We don't know enough about this book to be putting ourselves in danger.
Yeah, we need to do more investigating first.
I think it's trying to tell us something.
Hold on a second. Revelio! The book of times to come. So this enchanted book tells us the future?
At least that's what the title implies.
Right now, the future looks terrible. The pages appeared right when we said we didn't want to go into the portal. I think it's trying to guide us.
So, book. What happens if we go into the portal?
I don't like this. We can't have this book making decisions for us. What if it's being controlled by dark forces?
Ooh, you insulted it, Sawyer. We need to see where this first path leads. What if this magic is trustworthy? It might be our only way to save the school.
Well, we need to make a decision quick before the portal closes up.
I'm going. And I'm taking the book with me. I hope you guys come with me. I know we'll work stronger as a team.
I got a special ingredient.
What is it?
It's here from Professor Fontaine before he would ball.
I'm concerned, Angela.
About the book? Why? It's a book of pranks. I mean, really, what could the kids discover by reading a book of pranks?
I know my shelves well, Angela. I have never seen that book before. And the pranks that it was relaying were too uncanny to be a coincidence. The fact that those first years stole that book right from under my nose. We need to find it. We need to find that book. One of the students was in your house. Find him. Bring him to me. We need to retrieve that book. We need to eliminate this wild card.
I'll try my best. Oh, and Mrs. Minton?
Yes?
I know that we all agreed to your plan, but don't you think that we should ease off a little? It may be too much too soon.
Things are out of my hands now. It's been opened. But don't fret. Things will turn out well for us in the end.
are we?
I don't know.
Look, someone's over there.
Halt! Why are you here? Where did you come from? What do you want?
I'm sorry we startled you. We were brought here through a portal from Leicester Academy of Magic. We don't know why we were brought here.
The book.
You've seen this book before?
Please, please, come inside for tea. We have much to discuss.
Sorry we haven't introduced ourselves. I'm Penelope, that's Wendy, Devin, and Sawyer.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm sorry I'm such a mess. I wasn't expecting company. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the last time I had company. People don't make it out here in the woods.
So you said you've seen this book before?
I have seen that book, and unfortunately, the memories that go along with it are very painful to recount. I was a witch at Leicester Academy of Magic, and a very talented one if I do say so myself. And I was in love. I was in love with a 7-year wizard, just like myself, and we planned on going. We planned on traveling the world, broom packing it from city to countryside, staying in hostels, experiencing all the wonders of life together. I'm sorry, Adam. I just can't do this. I can't travel the world with you. It's not practical. I can't pass this up. Don't you understand?
No, I don't understand. You're choosing a paper-pushing management position over our relationship. We were supposed to travel the world together. You said you wanted adventure, but you're choosing the opposite.
But I love you and I don't want to lose this. Can't you stay here? Can't we start a life together here?
So you're asking me to give up my hopes and dreams for a job that you're not even passionate about. I love you, but I can't sit around and watch you settle. You're gonna have to decide what is important enough to give up.
I decided to take the position, but I never saw Adam again. I took the practical route, and I probably shouldn't have. It showed me that I would end up alone, lonely, but I didn't take its warning. I didn't. That book, it's trying to help you, children. Listen to its warnings. Follow that book.
You see, Sawyer? The book is trying to help.
That may be so, but I've missed 2 classes already. I have O'Connor next, and if I don't make her spellcasting, she's gonna turn me into a clock. I'll meet up with you guys later.
I guess.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Let's take a look at the book.
Isn't that Professor Soha's room?
It is. Let's get over there quick. Everyone, hurry! We need to get out of here. Go now.
Moon, what are you doing?
No,
what are you talking about?
Everybody needs to get out now.
No.
We have to go. Something bad is about to happen. Very bad.
Whoa! What? Stand back.
Guys, we have to tell Professor Kodor what's going on. This is too serious. It's too much pressure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we should pass on telling our professors.
We should get out of here before Soha gives us a 3rd degree. Well, that settles that predicament. We can't tell Professor Kodor for his own safety. We have to figure this out ourselves.
Well, they were in a hurry.
So what do we do next?
Well, if there's chaos going on in one part of the castle, I'm sure there's mayhem going on everywhere else. What does the book say?
There you are! You're supposed to be in my class right now.
Sawyer, that rat.
Sawyer, I'm looking for him too. Where is he?
He said he was gonna be in your class today.
That's it. I'm taking you to Professor Kodor. Come with me. What now?
feel dead.
How do you know what dead feels like?
I am not dead. The book would not have sent the book.
They must be in the Hisselchrist dormitories.
Miss O'Connor said Sawyer never showed up for class today.
Who are those figures guarding the entrance?
Hurry, let's go help Sawyer before it's too late. I know the way.
Like, everyone in the whole academy is in there. Like, whoa.
I know, it's crazy. Mrs. Minton has gone too far this time. We got to get all the house schools together for a meeting. We need to stop this.
First this, then a whole school attack. It's time we call the meeting. You catch my drift?
Like, we should find Johnny and Madam Wright now. He'll be fine.
Sorry, Squirt. We'll be back for you later.
Sawyer?
Devin, what happened to you guys?
Let's first get you out of there.
Thanks, guys. Man, I thought I was stuck down there for good.
Dude, what happened?
I was headed to class when suddenly my hands were bound by a transparent cord. I was hoisted off the ground by something invisible and brought down here. After some time, Rublo and Jazzy Jen revealed themselves, and I heard them talking about a plan conceived by Miss Minton. And why are you guys ghosts? Please tell me you're not dead, because that would just bring this day to an impossible low.
Okay, first, we're not dead. The book led us to the spirit world. Second, did you hear anything more about Minton's plan and where they're keeping everyone hidden? Third, glad to hear you care about us after all.
No, I didn't hear anything else, but you have the book, Penelope. Can I see it?
Oh yeah, thanks, Sawyer. So the book wants us to go right into the Devil's Den. Great.
There's no way the whole school could fit in the library. Maybe Minton's there, or maybe it'll lead to more answers. I don't know about you guys, but this whole ghost thing is cramping my style. And how are we supposed to protect ourselves if our wands won't even work?
I am not invisible here. My wand is working perfectly well, thank you.
There has to be a reason why the book wanted us to become ghosts in the first place. Remember what Michelle said? Trust in the book. Let's go where it guides us. I'm sure we're in our current state for a purpose.
Maybe we should take another look around. Perhaps Mrs. Minton has something behind her desk that will reveal her plans.
No, she won't find us here. Plus, Miss Minton has just a little on her plate right now.
What's Mrs. Minton's damage? She used to be so chill, as far as librarians go anyway.
I know. I don't understand this at all. What is she thinking?
I mean, we demanded a little respect. God knows we deserved it, but not like this. Not like this.
Mother of pearl, she's become much too powerful. She must be stopped.
Does anyone know how to close this thing?
Excuse me, but we're here to help.
Devin, my poor boy, what happened? Why are you a ghost?
So we were trying to help, and our book led us to you. So much so that it took us to the other side. Maybe we're the answers you were looking for.
What do you mean she can't control them? She can't control who? And what has been opened?
What do you think?
This isn't about us anymore. This is about our school. We have to do something.
We could use their help big time. Plus, if they have magic powerful enough to bring them to the other side, then maybe they can find answers we haven't been able to.
Mrs. Minton, usually such a dear friend and brilliant librarian, has opened a portal and unleashed hundreds of poltergeists into the whole school.
Not so nice and always rude. Enough is enough. Change their attitude. Make them bonkers. Show them faith. Make them cuckoo. Open the gate. Prank not one, but prank them all. I will show them. Watch them fall. Every hour, send a clock through the door of that cuckoo clock.
It's not my intention to offend, but aren't you all poltergeists?
No, definitely not. We are supernatural, spiritual beings. Poltergeists are mean-spirited pranksters who are confined to their own dimension so they stop wreaking havoc on our world. Mrs. Minton unleashed them because, well, the ghosts of the school have been feeling neglected and mistreated, and we thought giving the students a taste of their own medicine would help. Sounds so silly now.
You feel you are all mistreated?
Yes, dear, we are generally not treated well.
I'm sorry, I had no idea.
Why is Minton able to do magic in the first place? I thought ghosts couldn't do magic.
Mrs. Minton has access to the most dark and powerful magic ever created. She spent her existence studying, and she has regained powers that should not be accessible to us.
That's why we've been struggling to stop her. We need to know how to close the portal and get all the poltergeists back inside.
How are we supposed to do that? We can't even see the things.
Oh, but you can now. All spirits can see one another, didn't you know?
No.
I understand now. The book wanted you guys to become ghosts so you could see the poltergeists. Penelope, can you check the book and see if anything's changed?
It just shows us here meeting with the ghosts. Oh wait guys, the school, look!
The book wants us to work together. Together.
100 years. 100 years I've served this school faithfully. 40 years for me, and 60 years past my death. I loved every moment I was able to help the students connect with books. But my efforts and the efforts of my spiritual colleagues have been spat upon day after day. You've ignored us, abused us, walked through us like we were nothing. Don't you know we love this school so much that we chose to be here forever? Don't you know that we wanted you to thrive and succeed during your years here?
Some of us have not given up on this school, Mrs. Minton. We won't stand by and watch you burn this place to the ground. We stand by our house mottos, those of courage, caring,
wisdom,
cunning. Your time of terrorizing the school is over.
Let me issue you a late notice because this butt kicking is way overdue.
Did you just use library puns? In this situation?
Yep. Oh, well, isn't this splendid? Here I thought we were in this together. I did this for all of us, and you betray me?
Please, stop this. We're sorry for how you've all been treated. We can fix this, together. Just give us a chance.
Typical little Buckledore. I admire his steadfastness, but no, I've got an army under my control, and I think it's about time for new leadership. Don't you? Get them!
Sawyer, Devin, girls, follow through with the plan. We'll distract them.
You've made your choices, you've made your bed. The guilt you hold, it's time to shed. By yourself, we need to talk. Come with me, let's take a walk. It's time to stop it's time. One short moment to gloomy chime. Look, you're alive.
What happened?
We found this book that's been guiding us as we try to save the school. It showed me a picture of you. Then it showed me a spell. And then, well, here we are.
Why?
I don't know. Did you really die after you pranked the whole school?
Yeah, I used to prank everyone, just for fun. But then one day I died and woke up as a poltergeist. I've been stuck in this dimension pranking other poltergeists ever since, until Mrs. Minton opened up the portal.
So, have you been helping Miss Minton destroy our school?
No. She does have us under her control, which means we have to go wherever she wants us, and we can't leave the school. But I'm not like those other poltergeists. They're jerks. I've mostly just been floating around reflecting on my life decisions and what I could have done to not be doomed as a poltergeist forever.
I'm sorry. That's terrible. Listen, Jake. It seems like you really care about the school. And I was wondering if you'd be willing to help us take down Miss Minton.
I assume a large part of the plan will include us coming back through the portal?
Yes.
I figured. I want to help. I'll do whatever I can. What do you have in mind?
Miss Minton has this book.
So the portal's the cuckoo clock. How did you know? All of the knowledge you need is available in the library. You just need to know where to find it.
So you found a spell to open a portal in a book?
Why, yes. Quite a charming little read. I do see I went easy on you all releasing the poltergeists. There are a lot of other nasty little buggers in other dimensions.
Well, we'd appreciate you sending them back now. Thanks.
I'd rather not.
And Turbo!
Clever distraction, Nelson Tooth, but your spell isn't strong enough to hold me. Too bad. You won't be reading this anytime soon.
No! You imbecile! Pain in the neck as a student, and even worse, as a poltergeist. You should be following orders!
Yeah, following orders was never really my thing.
Quick, Sawyer!
Pranksters here, pranksters there. Gather around, not one to spare. This joke is up. This gag is done. From this point forward, thee will shun every hour from here on out. No more birdie will be popping out. You've seen the last of these dark halls. Blasphemous Quartermus, return you all!
Okay, and the next Beastbot competition is Frederick the Ferocious Fluff Monk versus Sinbad the Spike Monster.
This is it, Freddy. You got this. You're the most courageous, cute, devilish monster out there.
Courageous? Yes. Cute? Yes. A little bit on the small and fluffy side, but crazier things have happened, right?
Okay, Freddy, you got this. The Spike Monster's weak spot is his underbelly. Just crawl under there and give him a bite.
Go get him, Freddy!
Greetings, students. We are gathered here today to recognize the winners of the Beastbot competition. Professor DePace, would you do the honors, please?
Thank you, Professor. This year's Beastbot competition was a huge success. You all did terrific. Although most of our Beastbots failed to remain intact, your effort is what is recognized. This project was about using your differences as strengths, taking each other's strong characteristics and combining them to make a more dynamic, strong group. Well, without further ado, I'd like to call up this year's winners. From House Buckledore and Hissocris, Annabelle Snickle, Jack Donald, Evelyn Tibb, and Siobhan Ramsky. Oh, and how can I forget their Beastbot? Victor the Venomous Venus Flytrap.
Congratulations to all of you. It was most enjoyable to watch. In addition to our champions, I would like to take the time to recognize 4 additional students who demonstrated terrific teamwork. Combining bravery, wisdom, kindness, and cunning, these students worked together and saved the school from the dark times. Devin Moon, Penelope Dippett, Sawyer Zegwater, and Wendy Sass. Would you please stand? Not everyone was able to make it here tonight who deserves to be mentioned. An old student, known as the Prankster, assisted this fine 4 students in ridding the school of the poltergeists and Mrs. Minton's sorcery. In the process, he was whisked back to a dark dimension. His courage and redemption needs to be recognized and celebrated. My closing thoughts for tonight is reflect upon the tumultuous start to the school year. Treat everyone with the respect you would like to receive yourself, whether it is your peers, your professors, your pets, the castle help, or the benevolent and helpful spirits. You have personally witnessed how your actions affect those around you. Take the time to learn and appreciate what others have to offer. You may just find new friendships around the corner if only you're willing to offer a helping hand. Let's eat!
My name is Abby from Leicester Academy of Magic, and you're watching.
Show something in my toe.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. She does have a. And action.
Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are excited.
This is so frustrating. We're doing everything right. Forgot my line.
Look at how it rolls around the cauldron. Attention to detail. The little things count. You get that.
Are you kidding? That was perfect.
Be scared.
That's okay.
Okay, go to sleep.
Can rock out, Jazzy. Jen.
Strengths come from differences, and I'm sure we have that in this group.
Oh.
That's you.
Alright. Oh, this is gonna put Leicester Academy Magic on the map as the best wizard in school. This is gonna be amazing. We're gonna have. This is gonna be great. This is gonna put Leicester. Okay. This is gonna be great. It's gonna put Leicester Academy Magic on the map as the best wizarding school in all of the Northern Land.
Girls, I got a special ingredient.
What is it?
It's the hair from Professor Fontaine before he went bald.
As closing thoughts, yes. The closing thoughts for tonight is to reflect upon the tumultuous effects about the respect of other students that you would like. It's a short one, Devin. That's where it ends.
Good.